Cool. Okay, so we're back, and we have the combination. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That is like some Maniac Mansion level security right there.
It's amazing. I have the same combination. All right, sorry. So here's the deal with the
What?
Wii U version.
Hold on. What just happened on this? Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god.
explain. So the Wii U version of the original Bayonetta, which just came with Bayonetta 2 if you got it on disc, comes with some pre-installed Nintendo costumes. Two of which Daisy gets a costume just right off the bat, although Daisy and Peach are pretty much the same, just different colors. And then you get
Oh, it actually gives you an arm beam?
yeah, because one of Bayonetta's basic moves is that she just unloads with one of her pistols. So it just changes the pistol to an arm cannon if you're wearing the Samus costume.
That looks like a Dynasty Warriors pose.
Oh, it's... I like that they made these costumes for Bayonetta, and then... But they're still, like... They're definitely Bayonetta in a Bayonetta costume.
Right,
You know what I mean?
that is... Right, that is like... Link... That's like Link as a clamp character?
Anyhow, what does it say? I went offline. I didn't. I hate you, iOS Twitch app. I hate you.
Don't worry, I can give
Sorry.
you the rundown.
Play by play.
Yeah, I'll give you the highlights.
So...
Highlights of Twitch chat.
Oh, no. Oh, no, God, no. I hate you, iOS Twitch app. Have I already said that? I hate you!
I still have... Okay, so I still have up the Twitch game catalog right now. In case you were wondering how many people are playing Siberia right now, it's 0.
Too many.
Or Trains with a Z Simulator 2012.
No, stop it. There. Fixed. All right. By which I mean I muted my freaking iPad's audio. All right. So do you want to go with original or extra crispy or should I said Bayo classic or new Bayo or crystal Bayo? Do you want to use one of these costumes, or are we just gonna go with the default outfit?
I think I kind of want to go with the default. I mean, I'm still that kind of person that just dumps ranch sauce on everything. So like, I don't know how that would work in Hyrule.
Okay, fair enough. I'm still the dude ranch sauce on everything. Okay. That's a very interesting comparison.
Look, they legit had to refill the bucket at the Pizza Hut lunch buffet.
Wow, that's grim, bro. Like that's
I was already at Pizza Hut.
That is the grimmest future. Okay, anyhow, welcome to the most hilarious
Wait, is that really the name of the team? Are they really called Little Angels?
Yes,
or
because when they made Devil May Cry, they were Team Little Devils.
Okay.
And then they moved on to Bayonetta, where angels are the big enemy, so now it's Team Little Angels.
Oh. Oh no! Oh. Wait, why does he have a gravestone if he's still alive? This game is getting very bleak very quickly. It's like, hey, you know all these people? You know Kamiya? He's gonna die one day. We're gonna start our game with that remembrance. Hey.
He's already dead.
Mortality!
Okay, the game also starts with Heki Kamiya's gravestone getting peed on, so...
What was that name just referenced? Eggman the Destroyer?
Sega published this.
Uh-huh.
So there's a bunch of Sega references in here.
I see. This is... Oh. Oh no. So, okay. Because right now I'm seeing a Max Payne level.
It's a graveyard. And it's a next-gen game, so there's only 3 colors. There's tan.
Is that why so many games have scenes in graveyards and sewers, just so they don't have to put in so many colors?
Yeah, it could be. Also, sewers and graveyards are edgy. Yeah, no, this is totally like tan, Tanara, Tanaga. Like, that's pretty much the only colors in video games nowadays.
I like his scarf. Not big on the ponytail, but I can go with the scarf.
Oh, Enzo.
You can keep praying, but the only way this guy's meeting the Lord is if God's hungry for breakfast.
I love that they keep up the egg puns for a disturbingly long time in this sequence. Like, they go on for what feels like forever.
My kids are baking me a birthday cake tonight.
Also, there's naughty language in this game. I warned you too late.
Oh no! Oh no! My ears.
The game with the 9-foot-tall woman who's 90% leg with boobs for miles also has naughty language in it. I'm very sorry that I didn't warn you, Twitch.
Todd, you told me this was going to be a good Christian game.
This is a good, wholesome Christian game. Hey, she's praying to God. There's angels. This is already like 500% more wholesome than a Call of Duty. I haven't killed a single human being yet.
I see them. They are instruments of God, descending upon his heavenly rays to earth.
Now they've descended into rats. Oh. Now I don't know if this is better or worse that I can't actually hear the audio of what they're saying. Because, like, to me, just everyone has the voice of Danny DeVito.
I'm still... Okay, well... Enzo really does have the voice of Danny DeVito. Like, it's a very conspicuously Danny DeVito-esque. I'm so sad that you can't hear this. Because, 1, the audio is set up properly, and I don't know why you can't hear it. But 2... because you're missing Bayo's incredible voice.
Oh.
I have my TV, which I'm looking at, my OBS window, which is out of the corner of my left eye, and my Twitch window, which is out of the corner of my right eye. And they're all like 2 seconds set off from each other, and it's terrifying. I feel like a shadow breaker.
I imagine, so like, if one of them if they're offset, does like one of them look into the future? This is your superpower now. You're like that guy from that British superhero drama or comedy that I don't remember the name of.
Version of Death Note.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't attack. Look, supernatural beings can never attack someone on their birthday. Oh. Especially not with the Domino Rally move.
So for those of you following along at home, the deal is that Bayonetta has moved into Purgatorio, which is the world between worlds, because witches can perceive Purgatorio, but humans can't. So Enzo doesn't see any of the stuff that's going on. He just sees the aftermath.
Next time you want your hands on me, you better make sure I'm dead.
And then this guy shows up. Guy looks like
Rodel.
Zasa. Is that like Zasamel from Soul Calibur?
Is this,
Or I guess
is this Solomel? You know
from that
what,
one
though?
Soul Calibur game, right? I don't think he ever came back.
No, I know who you're talking about. The guy with the white robe and the scythe. There is a resemblance. There is a tiny itty bitty resemblance.
Right, I think that was in like Soul Calibur 3, which is the one that
Yeah.
that was not really appreciated because it was
Very
right after 2.
controversial.
Oh,
It's funny.
that-
I have
okay.
this- Okay, no, I'm gonna.
I feel like at a
this
certain
part.
point, it's just gonna be me making a lot of just sounds. Oh, yep. Here we go.
And spotlights, because why not?
Spotlights. And this is where people start writing their think pieces.
Spoiler alert, though, I actually wrote about this part of the game when I wrote about it before. Because, well, okay, I compared this to the beginning of Lollipop Chainsaw, where this is just like Bayonetta being, I'm a badass bitch and you're just gonna have to deal with it, and the opening of Lollipop Chainsaw is absolutely like, just her constantly saying things like, oh, I'm just so afraid of getting fat, but I super love lollipops. And I'm like, oh,
They say it when
fuck
James
off
Gunn.
into space.
Right. Major difference is James Gunn is not involved in Bayonetta.
Anyhow, I love this part. It's just good. I just enjoy it.
Yeah, right. I feel like half of this stream is just going to be like us just making high-pitched noises. So like,
Pretty much.
Oh,
Have
what?
you ever heard me make a fangirl noise before? Yeah, that's pretty much the... Well, no. Not entirely, because at some point I have to... Oh, lollipop. At some point I actually have to play the goddamn game. Like, this is a very long cutscene, but there aren't that many long cutscenes after this one.
I'm putting you to the work.
I wonder how many people are on the team that design gravestones in games. Oh,
No, there's a store. Have you not been there?
there's the video game gravestone writing store. It's like there's like a specific freelancer who just
Yeah,
has his expertise
the...
in pun-based gravestones.
Yeah, no, it was that dude who put the gravestone for the Dragon Warrior guy in the very first NES Final Fantasy. He started a business. Okay.
He's the Mel Kiper Jr. of video game gravestones.
Okay, so there are touch controls, but damn, I am not using touch controls because wow. I will say
But that
though,
one
if
lets you
you're
get butterfly wings.
I get butterfly wings anyway. I'll say this though: if you have always wanted to play Bayonetta and are like, oh, but I'm really bad at action games, because it can be a very intense action game. I would totally recommend playing with the touch controls on easy, because then you just kind of like stylus your way through everything.
It kind of winds up like Osu or I'm trying to think of like what the DS game that Osu was supposed to be. Elite Beat Agents.
Oendon. So now I'm being taught how to attack, which is, this is punching. You use your fists.
This is the obligatory. We just saw a cutscene of how badass Bayonetta can be. Now let's rewind a bit and pretend
Now
that
we're
didn't
going to
happen.
teach you to be maybe 20 to 30% of that.
Right.
This is kicking. You do it with your feet.
In a way, I almost feel that in a lot of action games, you almost play as the stunt double for the character in case there are ever cinematics where action is happening. Where it's like, yeah, you're not gonna be this cool, like, just ever. However, someone's got to take care of everything else in between, because the levels we've designed go on forever. And you have to keep re-entering this dang Devil May Cry house over and over and over again and defeating the same Shadow Cats.
As you can see, there's a lot of combos. Very combo heavy game. And actually, you're rewarded for using different combos.
Oh god, a slide mechanic for that?
Yeah. Also, you're going to watch me be massively out of practice playing Bayonetta, so I'm probably going to be real bad at this game for a while. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Bayonetta 2's, It's witch time! What time? Witch time.
It's the 25th hour. Yes, I have to admit, I've only really played... I played the first Devil May Cry, like kind of 3D action... I guess, what kind of game is it? A 3D action platformer? Is that what you would call this?
The genre is usually called character brawler.
Character brawler. Okay.
Because the idea is that it's it's a 3D action game where you do a lot of melee combat. And usually the focus of the game is the character themselves, right?
Right. It's about being this complete, like, over-the-top action celebrity who then appears in all sorts of other games outside of the series thereafter, which we are now seeing with Bayonetta as well, which I think is kind of fun. Like, I don't want to keep drawing...
She's only had one other crossover. Dang it, I keep being in the middle of a kick when they do that.
Okay. You see, I didn't want to... Yeah, I don't want to constantly be bringing up Devil May Cry on this, but that's always my favorite part of those games, is that Dante just started appearing in everything for so long. He was in Beautiful Joe, for Christ's sakes.
I think Devil May Cry is a pretty apt comparison since it's literally the same people.
It's literally the same game. Okay, yeah. It's like, as soon as we see Bayonetta and Beautiful Joe and Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne.
She was in Anarchy Reigns as DLC, as pre-order DLC.
Is there an equivalent of the spider boss?
Sort of. It's kind of hard to explain.
Okay. Because I always, like, the spider boss is... That's sort of that's like a category of boss that I kind of put for... I'm going to actually reference the same games again, of, like, the Matador in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, which is, like, that first boss where the game asks you, like, oh, do you understand what's happening here? And I'm like, I have a pretty good grasp of what's going on. You see all these guys I blew up, all these rings I collect? Is that another Sonic thing?
They're Halos.
Oh, okay. They just happen to
These
look
are angels,
like rings.
so of course they
Okay.
Oh, now they're going to tell me how to shoot things. So...
Great. But so it's like, oh yeah, I have a pretty good idea. I've been fighting these enemies, getting some combos. I think I have a pretty good grasp of what's going on. And the game says, no, really, do you understand what to do? And then I end up continuing against the same boss for 3 weeks. And it's always like the first boss.
Now to stand on my head, shoot with my feet. With guns.
This was a thing I was promised. I was promised there would be footwear firearms.
Well, congratulations, they've been delivered.
This is about the most excited I've been about footwear since my roommate brought home a pair of those Journeys boots that are that have a Hieronymus Bosch design on them.
I don't have Wicked Weaves right now, which sucks.
Is that just like oh, those are your hair powers?
Yeah, well, I mean, you'll see in a bit.
Like you get until you go full Milia rage.
Ha! This is actually a little more extreme than Milia, I think. Like, I don't think Milia has ever formed her hair into a building high enemy before. Of course, maybe she just hasn't had the chance. Maybe.
Right, I haven't played the new version of Xrd yet. I've only seen one of my friends just posting up screenshots of the new characters in that game. They all look so, like, they mechanically look so bizarre.
The one character in Xrd Revelator who's
the tower defense character.
Yeah, who's an RTS. Like, that's... See? Butterfly wings. Whenever you double jump. Oh no, the poor car.
Damn it, who did that? I just bought the damn thing.
Oops.
Nick wants to know about the Bosch boots.
All right, here, I'm gonna link them in chat.
Quarter for you in this world.
That's like, this is one of my favorite ones because it has the crazy bird god eating, like, in the midway of eating someone's butt.
Sure. That's a thing that happens.
I was, yeah, like I once I was writing up the rules for this silly little game that I was making with a friend. That was basically kind of that apples to apples Dixit style of card game that was, here there is a judge and that everyone needs to find a way to appease the judge. But in this case, it was you need to find a cute boy for them. And the judge could, and it was through the use of phones. So you had, or originally it was through cards, but I think we eventually changed it to people could use their phones to find pictures just based on criteria that the judge could set. Which included things like, you're only allowed to search on DeviantArt, or you're only allowed to give me pictures of Knuckles the Echidna, that sort of thing. And so one of my prototypes of the game was just cards, and they were only characters and Hieronymus Bosch paintings.
Now,
Lord.
about this little thing you've been looking into.
That's unsettling.
Have a quick chat.
See? This is why I told you.
I think it later just became like,
139 what now?
By some
I am really troubled by that freeze frame of just that guy's just leaning over this car and that face.
with you.
Ugh.
Enzo is the
You're liable to wake Eggman from the dead.
Enzo is the
Don't think either
should I
of
put
you like
this? Okay, I don't really like Buffy the TV show. Sorry,
that.
internet.
You're gonna need
But
us on us.
if you're a Buffy fan, Enzo's the butt monkey.
The shit hits the fan.
Wait.
He's the
Hold
series
on.
butt monkey. So
What about Eggman?
Such a popular chap. I bet they hate him down there as much as you did when he was up here.
There's some. I'm kind of now lost in this, looking through the Journeys catalog of shoes.
Nothing a flower bed can't fix. Fill her up.
It's kind of like when I lose maybe 6 hours on the Zappos website, putting whatever JPEG I want onto a pair of shoes just to see what it would look like.
P.S. Since I know people are watching now, how is the quality on the stream? Is it okay?
I have it open, and actually the quality's real good. It's actually a lot better than it is on OBS.
Okay. I scaled it down a little more. And James, if you watch the VOD of this later, it was your idea. So I guess we'll see because I tend to export this stuff to YouTube after later too. So I guess we'll see if it looks okay. But it was really just eating my poor aging CPU, showing it in 720p. So
Forget about it.
sorry, it's not HD. Sorry.
Oh wow. Fufuro says, "Oh hey, the Mist Game Jam submissions are due in 5 hours."
I've never seen one get round.
I was really unfortunate. Did I tell you what I wanted to do for that? I didn't want to make a game. I just wanted to make physical copies of the red and blue books.
Dressed like a
Oy.
By just like, there's a free bookstore in Jersey City that I go to every once in a while, mostly just to drop things off, because hoarding books is strangely probably the most socially acceptable form of hoarding, and I don't want to fall into that trap. But the plan was take a couple of books from the free bookstore, hollow them out such that I can put a phone in there, or just like a small screen or something. Probably actually phone would be better. Then rip a couple pages out of the book, put NFC chips in them that would play the video from the Mist book when you would put a page in the book.
Be my first choice. I see
Such that, like, oh, you put a page into the red book, and then all of a sudden it's this guy yelling about how much his brother sucks.
This is a very complicated plan that you've produced. And
Well,
a very expensive plan.
I wanted to do it, but unfortunately I have an iPhone, which means I can't mess around with NFC chips straight from it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's gonna get you
Whatever.
close to finding the other stone in the pair and
I
figure
love how we're just like, Miss Jam, books, and the game's like, there's plot, and basically we don't care.
I mean,
So.
look, they're just chilling. They're just chilling in a car, and so are we, right?
jewels instead of cash.
Oh, she is the Iron Man heart.
Jesus,
Oh,
can't you take
I hope she gonna throw him out the car. I hope so.
someone's given you a present.
Yep, she's been bugged. or was. And
Fresh!
Whoever was listening to that has probably got a very nasty headache right now.
I like the advertisements on the billboards around this wall here.
I also like that this city goes on forever. Like, they've been driving for a while.
Nope. Things look bad for our heroes. What will happen on the next episode of Bayonetta?
Bayonetta!
The adventures of Eggman and Company.
I would watch the Bayonetta pulp cereal.
Sponsored by Patriot brand cigarettes. Cigarettes so good, all of my children use them. Yeah, like the ads in video games they're always just like one word, and it's never advertising a product. It's more of advertising an ideal.
Okay, but that's what most actual advertising does.
Oh. We have a new friend.
Sort of.
Oh, is it like an anti-friend?
I'm not gonna spoil the game.
Oh.
You?
Yeah, like that is the SMT style, like artistic style that I think of. It's more of just like the kind of hollow-eyed, heavy eyeliner look.
Oh no, she's definitely got that like protagonist of Shin Megami Tensei 3 eye makeup thing going on. For real. The thing that I hate about this fight is that you can't activate Witch Time because you're already in Witch Time.
So that should be great, right?
Sort of, but it means that you can't actually get it as a combat advantage, and you're not actually getting... Okay.
Oh, you're in cinematic Witch Time. Oh, great. Now you can do a torture attack. What is this game?
I just dropped a gravestone on someone. So the deal with torture attacks, actually, is that they decided to make them be all based on stuff that was used to really persecute witches. Like, in history.
Okay.
So, like, all of the... At least in this game...
That is going to be a weekend for the... I don't know what department in Capcom is, or in Sega. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh man, that's not even the worst one. These are like the tamest
This is the
ones
first.
right
That was
now.
literally that's the second one you showed.
Just wait until, I mean, not that I think we're gonna get that far, but if we ever got to chapter 9, when you start fighting Joys, the lady-shaped angels, where their torture attack is you get them up on like a horse and wrap a leash around their neck and basically bondage orgasm them to death. Like, I can show you that on YouTube. It's pretty excessive.
I think I'll pass for the time being, but that's only just because my heart is pure.
I'm a simple farmer.
Hey, you got a gold medal.
Judgmental ass game.
You got a gold medal. Thank you for representing the Bayonetta country in the Angel Olympics. Are there other unlockable costumes as the game progresses?
Oh yes. Oh yes. There's clothes akimbo in this game. Trust me.
Oh. Ah, city drivers, right?
That was my Uber. Come back. Anyhow,
Oh, there we go.
there's-
Platinum coffee. That sounds like a thing that could exist.
Yeah, it's just the name of the game studio.
Oh, this is a platinum game?
Platinum Games.
Okay, gotcha.
This was the first Platinum game, actually.
Really?
Yep.
before they eventually kind of went on to do basically any publisher's like, hey, we have an over-the-top game idea, and they're just like, just give it to Platinum.
Pretty much. Before this, it was mostly Clover at Capcom. So
That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because like Platinum did the Metal Gear game, right? Revengeance.
Vengemo! Metal Gear Solid Revenge of Vengeful Avenger Vengeance?
Yes, that's the one. It's like the most over-the-top cinematic boss battles in character action games. Like that's what I always dig. I think I picked up a copy of DMC when it was on sale, pretty much just because of the Fox News battle.
Platinum didn't do DMC though.
Really, they didn't.
Yeah, it was Ninja Theory.
Oh. So I'm wondering if it's like the equivalent of doing like a cover song of a game where it's like, oh, we're just gonna do a game in this complete style of another developer.
I don't know. I feel like Platinum they've got the lock when it comes to character brawlers. Like I don't think anybody does them quite as well or quite as effectively.
But people keep fucking around like this. The Book of Revelations is gonna look like Mother Goose. Heaven and hell are gonna go straight.
So they have a strange collection of games in their list here. Oh, Mad World. Someone was just talking to me about that game.
Heaven and hell can tear each other
Yeah, Wonderful 101. That was a bizarre game.
I own Wonderful 101. It was what I bought with my last gasp of Club Nintendo points, and I still have not played it.
This reeks of a
It's like that, and then they have the new Star Fox game
I didn't know that.
and the new Nier.
Yes, they're doing Nier Automata, which I didn't really like Nier or Draken Girls, but I might be in for Nier Automata if it's Platinum doing the thing. Anyhow,
And Scalebound, which is, I guess, a game that I think all of the preview people are super into. I don't know. Whenever I look at whenever I see big preview articles, they're just like, nope, don't care. Games aren't out yet.
can't talk gun dance.
Oh. This is more ridiculous than that's the big climactic scene in From Dusk Till Dawn.
I'm getting a little tired of these.
That's the whole point of this series, though, is that everything that happens is big and stupid.
I kind of like the idea though when they're just like throwing the guns in the air and then throwing bottles of liquor. I like the idea of like shooting bottles of liquor into a little glass, so that's how you make your cocktail.
I mean, I think the only reason that doesn't happen in this game is because nobody thought of it at the time.
Oh, I see, right? Those are some real tiny cocktail glasses. Or it could just be that these are all giants, which is also the case.
I just enjoy the idea that Bayonetta is a girl drink drunk like me.
Nah, and me. Blue drink life.
So
also, I like that all of her guns are like color coded, kind of like M&Ms.
They are called Scarborough Fair, and in fact, all of the guns are named Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. Since there's no way we would ever get to that point streaming this game, Jean, the lady in red, is playable, and her guns are named All for One, and they're named after the Three Musketeers and D'Artagnan.
Oh boy, we get to play a minigame now. This is it's like my favorite part in Kirby's Adventure. It's all of a sudden, you just get to take some time and just play a crane game.
Squad goals. Your naughty friends.
Oh, by your naughty friends. Sure. This looks a lot like Zone of the Enders. At least I guess the DS the DS or the Game Boy Advance one, whatever that was.
Oh no, the Game Boy Advance version of Zone of the Enders was the Super Robot Wars game.
Oh, that's right.
And it was messed up. In any event, that's just the prologue, but I feel like we should at least move on to the first step here. And I totally want one of those, like in real life. I'm certain a set of them exist as merch somewhere, but I really want them.
Let's look it up. Bayonetta map figures? Or just like, it kind of looks like a Bayonetta, like, Matryoshka.
Yeah, it does look like a Matryoshka doll, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's full of tinier Bayos.
These are... I am getting results for other kinds of Bayonetta figures.
Yeah, I bet.
These are not the kind of
I
figures.
love this map of the United States where New York, New England, and Maine have all been ceded to Canada.
It's inevitable.
Someone flying from Manhattan to Europe is gonna fly west across the Pacific Ocean.
Look, let's be honest. Can things get any more fucked than our current air travel system? Like, if there was a sky wall that was put across the Atlantic Ocean, I wouldn't be surprised.
This is what I get for flying Southwest.
Yeah.
It's a shame that Southwest is usually the airline that's the most affordable because they're also objectively the worst. Like, I try to
Funny how
avoid
that
using
happens.
that phrase, but
Oh, dude, that train just ate that airplane.
yes, and now it's crushing Eastern Europe.
This is how I play Ticket to Ride, is I just imagine all the train cars are just crushing large parts of the country.
Is this better, by the way, Nick? I'm sitting a little closer to my mic than I was before. If you're still here. He might not be.
Oh. Here we go. Somebody makes real dolls of the Bayonetta dolls. Come
Nope.
on.
No.
All right. Oh, they look real cute.
Just no.
Oh, is this gonna be a bad thing for your financial state if I just sent links to Bayonetta merchandise in the chat?
Not real dolls. I don't want to see a Bayonetta real doll.
Oh. Yeah, it's not a real doll. One day when I have children.
One, that just sounds grotesque and terrifying. Just like, the whole point of Bayonetta is that if those proportions existed in real life, she would be a monster. Like, she would be this terrifying, evil zombie thing.
I mean, can skeletons get any more spooky?
I don't think she has a skeleton.
Oh, is that a
No.
boss later? Fight your own skeleton as it tries to escape from your body.
Bayonetta.
This is supposed to be paradise?
I suspect that, I had a joke about this. It's gone. Never mind. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do in this. I love the best part, though, is that I start breaking stuff, and then all of the people who can't see me just start freaking out. Because they don't know what the hell's going on. Baked gecko. Delicious. Love me some baked gecko. There's a whole bunch of secret stuff that you can find if you run around in here, but I'm not going to do it because it's not interesting to watch. But I love the look of this place.
Yeah, if you want that, go to Game FAQs and debate over the... Oh, wait, it's just a tapestry. I was like, oh, there's somebody hanging out up there. No, it's only if I want to personify... Is that a pot leaf? Is everyone getting baked in this train station?
I don't actually know. Oh, and I don't want to jump up and find out. Oh, there we go. I think it's a burst of light, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, to some people. Oh, yeah, it's like a
It's the sun.
It's like a 7-armed crocodile.
What?
You ever heard of like a 7-sided lighthouse?
No.
It's like that, but with a crocodile.
No, I have to go through security.
Yeah.
Freaking TSA.
Oh, this is the worst part of travel. How do I get all of my multicolored guns through security? Yeah, okay, I was thinking about the color coding on her guns. I like the idea that Bayonetta is like me in that she also eats her M&Ms by color.
Bam.
That looked like a super complex sliding puzzle, but instead you just had to punch it a bunch.
Pretty much. Smells as if there's a pit. Thanks, treasure chest. With this improbably large novelty key.
Oh, you didn't tell me this was going to be a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yo, you don't know how right you are. Bam.
Oh. Oh dear. How does it... I don't even know if anything has that much blood in it. Like, I think that's the only thing that I disagree with. It's like, does this have this much blood in it? Let's do a count. Oh, pure plat.
So I think the deal, I have a big problem with gore and blood, actually. It's why I avoid a whole lot of different games. For some reason, I can put up with it in this game because the blood is all like glossy Unreal Engine strawberry jam.
It's like the glitter beard of blood.
No, it's... What? Okay, this is a book. I'm gonna look at it real quick, just because,
It might be overdue.
it's about a journalist. A journalistic career has had a wall, so I'm going to Vigrid. They have left memories of a time stained with blood. This fact is integral in understanding the big picture, yada yada yada, witches, witches, witches. My name's Antonio Redgrave, so just keep that in mind.
And he's taking a voyage towards the truth.
The truth.
That sounds like Fox Mulder's, like honors thesis.
Wicked Weave techniques use your hair as a conduit to summon forth demonic entities. Connect these techniques to punch or kick combos.
Is that
for a devastating
Skeletor?
finish. What?
That looks like Skeletor.
No. It's definitely not Skeletor. Actually,
What?
her name is Madama Butterfly.
What are you talking? It has like the skull head, the purple cloak.
Wait, what? Are we talking about the fist? I don't see a
Oh.
skull head.
Oh, that's a fist? I thought
That's
that
a
was
fist.
a guy.
No.
It look. I can't not see the guy. But you're sorry. Going back to the gore aspect here, and like yeah, I'm definitely. That's actually why I can't play Mortal Kombat. Like I can't. Like mostly just because I don't think it's well, maybe one, it's kind of gross, but two, I don't think it's just an interesting stylistic choice anymore. I don't know if it ever was.
I don't think it ever was, to be honest. Like, if you wish to walk upon water, proof your mettle by dodging the lightning in a single hair's breadth. Bam! I can do that.
Don't want to walk on water. Do we still have to dodge things?
Yes.
It's the equivalent of like a Dimitri Martin bit. Oh. You dodged lightning. Now you get to unlock Eris's special weapon. Wait. I think I'm confusing all of my Final Fantasy games.
Oh yeah, no, because I just had a complete, like, flashback to the war of dodging lightning 200 times for the Venus sigil to power up Lulu's ultimate weapon in 10.
Oh, 10. Okay, gotcha.
Where'd the ball go? That was very strange.
Look, we had this great idea for a puzzle wall. No one's gonna be able to unlock it except witches, but I want to make sure that it's in a location where someone can just walk around it. Oh, good. Now you're in Reading Terminal Station.
I am though, actually. Like.
It's like, yeah, Penn Station looks really good after the renovations. Oh, wow. People do not like your strut.
Or bullets.
Oh, is that what also is happening?
Yes.
I can
They're
rarely
bullets.
tell.
Yeah, they do seem pretty similar at first blush.
I knew it.
Oh, man, tie your shoes, buddy.
Heaven's little helpers.
He doesn't have to, he's a demon.
My buddies down.
What? Do demons just, like, not trip and fall over their shoelaces?
Yeah, that's one of their powers. That's how you could tell. Like, did you not
Oh.
did you not read the Malleus Maleficarum? Like, that's one of the tests. Is that you get a witch to wear shoes and then you unlace them. And if she can walk 10 paces without falling on her face because of the laces, then she's a witch.
Oh, now I get why people sell their souls.
Anyone should ever be.
Oh my god.
That shit just plain creeps me out.
Oh, that was
Thanks,
not supposed
everybody.
to be. That was not
Show's
supposed to be
over.
fun. I swear to God. I swear to God.
I guess I'm gonna have to set up shop here and
No, don't even try to convince me you didn't do that on purpose. Do not. I'm not gonna buy that. I don't believe you.
If you come across any of these,
I'm getting. It's kind of fun. Did you watch Gatchaman Crowds?
I did.
Another one
So-
to line his pockets.
That show had such a strange pacing to it that it took me a little bit to get used to, but then I kind of appreciated that. I'm getting a bit from this, in which it kind of just throws you into the middle of a thing, and doesn't really care so much about the explanations.
You get one.
Like
Yeah.
in a typical video game, like you would.
Lightest bit interested in
Or like, or an anime in this case, where it'd be like, all right, there's a big enemy coming up. We're going to talk about why they're bad first.
the Americans.
Or have a longer conversation, just about maybe morals in what is happening. And Gatchaman, it was certainly just like, oh no, we're just going to cut to midway through it. There's this big fight going on, but we're just going to cut to the good guy just getting their butt kicked and just vanishing.
I'm gonna say that too much exposition in Bayonetta would get in the way of giant hair fists. So,
But explain the origin of the hair. Oh god, that would be worst. Oh no! You found a broken witch heart. That's so sad.
no, but now it's with a witch. That's good. Okay, I'm not reading any more books. Look on the wiki.
Yeah,
Wonder if I can get that crow.
it's all just like some Jonathan Franzen bullshit.
Yeah.
What?
Umbridge
Oh, you just like get
Pearson.
your own crow buddy who just is like, just giving you the gift of blood.
Nope. It was just a crow. They're just a collectible. That's all.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking about what you were saying before about like stylized gore. Did you ever play Killer 7?
Nope.
So I've been thinking about that game a bunch because that is, I mean, like Suda 51, I think is a lot of people's problematic fave, and at least in one game or another, where like all of his games are pretty messed up and have some real rough parts, but then also have like some really bizarre design decisions to them, and like Killer 7 was definitely was kind of like my first introduction to him. In which case, it is just like blood is kind of a like a surrogate for like a molecular structure in a way that people are not made up of flesh and bones and stuff. They're made up from like this essence that's called blood, and you just when they are defeated, they just explode outward into these little globules.
Well, blood has a lot of like symbolic weight as like.
That's true. I think you may have mentioned this in a piece you were writing about, and I've kind of been keeping my eye on it, is the battle damage that enemies take in this game, and how kind of beautiful it looks. Where it's like we have like these kind of glorious looking enemies, and then as soon as they start taking damage, they kind of unleash their inner core.
I think that's the best part of the angels as enemies thing, is that they like, they're supposed to look beautiful, but like as soon as you crack the facade, they're just as grotesque and inhuman looking under the skin as any demon. And I'm not 100% big on moral relativism, but I do like the idea that like a good that's too good is just as bad as a bad. I don't.
Sure. As a bad.
I don't know how language works.
Oh yeah, it's the world peace construction is when people start talking about world peace. It usually actually winds up in that Gotchaman sort of scenario. Where it's like, oh, that just means like a unification and a single ideal and not, oh, hang on.
Hello. I love that these things sound like Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley in my head.
Right, because remember that I can't actually hear the voices of these monsters, so I'm glad that you're providing them for what I'm missing.
Projectile trumpets!
This is how Dark Souls is played, right?
I will tell you this. Having played both Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, I want a version of Bloodborne where you play Bayonetta.
Is that kind of... Well, no, I was thinking, like, the closest thing we'll get is Dragon's Dogma, I think.
Or just
Oh,
Dragon.
dear. Oh, dear. I like that it's the same mechanic that you were using to escape from that guy's fist.
Different buttons, but yeah, same principle. Anyhow, that's what her hair is really good for. Giant dragons.
You know. Yeah. Hair dragons. I was at the barber this week, and I asked my barber if people ever... Oh, can you pick that up?
Sadly, it's not gigantic when I pick it up, but...
Ooh. I asked my barber if people still ask for haircuts based on the name of the person that have popularized that haircut.
Like the Rachel?
Sure. Was that a thing?
Oh yeah. The Rachel? Totally was.
Like, I was trying to think of like what... I mean, this was like primarily like a men's barbershop. I'm like, what men are known for their haircuts? I was like,
Caesar.
Probably soccer players. Like, is there... But David Beckham changes his hairstyle like every couple of years, and like maybe
the Caesar is a thing, right? And like
that's true
named for Caesar.
Oh yeah, I think that the hairstyle has kind of bypassed the original figure. But I was wondering, like, do people still go into a barber and ask for like the Macklemore? But I guess that was a couple of years ago.
Oh my Lord.
Also primarily a West Coast thing.
I also really hope nobody ever actually asked for the Macklemore.
In New York City, that's all I ever saw.
That would be deeply upsetting. Goodness.
But like I was kind of expecting something like that. It'd never like be as silly as it would be to ask for, back when I asked for the Jigglypuff. It was actually interesting because the guy actually said, yeah, but primarily it's all from characters from Mad Men.
Oh, of course it is.
which makes it kind of sound like to me that the only people that are getting haircuts here are like middle managers.
Douche canoes.
Yeah, or like people that only watched the first season of Mad Men and were like, hey, that John Hamm's a real likable character.
He seems nice. So there's a dragon. Just technically, it's 2 dragons on a giant.
2 dragons kissing,
It's 2 dragons on a
which is
giant
also
baby
the,
head.
which is also
a
the name
thing.
of my memoir.
It's the name of my Daft Punk, as played by Scott Mann cover band.
I just looked up from my computer, just in like kind of lost in that one there, Todd.
Well, good. That was kind of the point.
Did you?
Shooting a
Were
dragon
you-
in the face.
I was going on earlier in the week. I was cleaning out my Spotify account, because it had a lot of my old like my old college radio show playlists in it, where I would play a lot of off-genre cover songs, because that used to be a thing I was really into. And oh God, Todd, I understand that we are, that we are not what we, well, I should not feel bad about myself for the media that I consumed previously in my life. But there's only a certain number of ska covers of non-ska songs that I can take without incurring some sort of divine judgment.
No. God loves you unconditionally. That's how that's supposed to work.
Mm-mm.
Bye, dragon baby head.
Yay!
I'll see you in 3 chapters.
Don't forget to write.
If you can, right? You don't have arms.
I'm sure I can use a text or a speech to text. Except the problem is, it's like
Baby
all
head
3
dragon
heads.
naturally speaking.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Because dragon naturally speaking.
Is that an app?
Yeah, dragon naturally speaking is software. It's natural language software.
I understand
Yes,
humor.
blah, blah,
I get
blah.
your human jokes.
Yes, I would like to enter the gates of hell.
Oh, finally. Are there different hell moves now? Is that what's happening?
It's a bar. I'm going to
Oh.
the bar.
Well, an angelic hymns go down.
I love that this is how you get new weapons in this game. You find an LP of angels singing classical music, which Rodin takes to hell because it incenses demons. Then he beats the demons in hell and turns those demons into weapons, and he passes the savings on to you.
Mass destruction. Tell you what, you give me that record and I'll order up something so fiendish angels will cry at the sight of it. I'll just have to
This is getting to like, this is like an if you take the breeding mechanisms from H.R. Giger creations and just put them into every other part of a person's mundane life. That's what you're getting.
Also,
It's like-
if I ever decide to buy a bar, please remind me to name it the Gates of Hell.
all done. He's a little
What happens if I type it into...
but he makes
Oh.
up for it with charm.
Oh, I bet it's a real bar somewhere.
I bet it is. That was... one time I was real bored. I was real bored at work one day, and so I managed to, like, having fun with like Google autocomplete is like, you type in a couple of nonchalant
And then
words and see how that autocompletes
See
into
what
the most ridiculous things.
result you get out of it. Yeah.
I like doing that in Google Maps. I found some real treasures out there. I found like there is a, I wonder if I can still find it. I found it was a building in London that was labeled as the Arachnophobia Cure Center. Which like that, and it seemed like it was like an authentic business. But in my own personal narrative, I just like that place. It just has to be an empty building full of spiders, right? Like that's what it has to be.
I can tell you when I was watching Jessica Jones and sorry, very difficult to talk.
What is happening?
He's doing a thing, I guess.
He has his arm caught in the cookie jar? Is that what's happening?
He's trying to break the bridge with me on it, which it's not working out for him very well.
Yeah.
And now...
Those people are too good at these
events.
bridge simulator games.
If you put the address of Jessica's office in Jessica Jones into Google Maps, it actually gives you Alias Investigations as a
Oh, wow.
location, complete with a photo of her office door, etc., etc. I thought that was a cool thing. Although, I am a little worried about people who are going to see it as a... Oh, man.
Alright, so I typed in gate... Wait, Huh. That's really clever. You know what happened when I typed in Gates of Hell into Google Maps?
What the hell just happened?
Oh.
I was doing fine, and then I was dead from full health. So that's a thing.
Fortunately, I can now see 20 seconds ago. Oh, you got squashed. It's real nice having the two different feeds going at the same time. Where it's like, oh, now I get to, like, oh, what happened? 15 seconds ago. Oh,
but he didn't
there
actually
it is.
hit me. Oh, whatever.
So Google Maps says when I typed in Gates of Hell, it gave me the Rodin Museum in Paris.
Nice.
Yeah, that's real nice. I like it. Yeah, I think this was started because I wanted to I typed the jerk store into Google Maps and it just gave me some random person's house in Portland, which I thought had to have been a joke.
Some Google employee was...
Yeah, here it
Had a
is.
bad
The
breakup.
jerk store. It is labeled as a feng shui consultant in Portland. The jerk store called. He said your bed is not in alignment with the appropriate natural energies. Oh no! They took off Busta Rhymes Island. Oh no, it's still there. Busta Rhymes Island still exists.
I won.
Yay!
There you have it. That's the first...
That was the first chapter.
That's the
We
first
did it.
chapter of Bayonetta, and
We
I
did it.
skipped,
We've
I skipped a
successfully-
whole bunch of optional shit, so of course my
Sure.
end of,
Your rating
end
is
of stage score is terrible.
You still got a cool little trophy. I like it. We have successfully traveled across the country via train.
Go us.
It's like I kind of like the. As much as the game was complete garbage, I still like the idea of Postal 2, in that it's like you try to perform these real mundane tasks that just spiral completely out of control. But of course, like, you know, the implementation was absolute garbage. But I still like that idea. Just like
Cook
the
dinner without
you're-
dying.
right, it's like make dinner. But then like, oh, there's a fire alarm, so you have to go outside, and then you get back and like one of your ingredients is like flown out the window or something. And then
Or now it's alive and it's coming for you. So in my experience, I have found an hour is a good round stream time. So
it's an appropriate podcast length too.
yes, It's a good length in general. It's about enough for people to be able to pay attention, but not so much that they're not going to come back next week because they can't stand you anymore.
Right.
So with that, I believe that's maybe a
Todd,
good place
where can
to call
people
it for
find
today.
you on the internet?
Where can they find me on the internet? You can follow me on Twitter, but I'm not going to tell you where because that's bad. Don't do it. But you can read all of my writings about video games at chaoticblue.com/blog, which also has a link to my Twitter if you want to follow me on Twitter. Or you can find me at twitch.tv/Saint-Vier, Vier, which, technically speaking, unless you're watching this on YouTube, is where you are right now. So I'll be concerned if you can't find it a second time. Where can people find you on the internet, Kitty?
So if something is named the fuzziest kitty, it's probably me. Which I say, which will, as soon as I say it, I then realize, oh, that will probably no longer be the case if anyone hears this. Hey, look, it's that guy who said his name. We should take it.
People running out to get that username just to spite you.
It's available in everything, so. But yeah, that's where I'm on Twitch and Twitter and everything else.
Cool. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this harrowing look into the grim future of Bayonetta.
This game is ridiculous. It's silly. You did
Yes,
you did a lot
is.
to prepare me for this, yet somehow it was not enough.
Nobody expects the Bayonetta. I didn't say it.
It's actually kind of thematically appropriate, though, isn't it?
A little bit. Tiny bit. Nobody expects this Inquisition. Tune in next time where Bayonetta fights through the Arachnophobia Cure Center.
Yay!
Full of the spider boss from DMC.
Oh, no.
No. That's terrible. Thanks, everybody. Bye.